Hello kids, welcome back to another episode of Scratch. I'll say your Scratch tutor, Ijoma. So today we'll be looking at advanced Scratch game, right? We've been creating games before, but today we're going to twist it a little bit, okay? So today we'll be creating a pong game, okay? And then we're going to be controlling our pong game with a paddle, okay? But before we start, what is Scratch Pong? Yeah, Scratch Pong is a super fun game you can make and play using Scratch. It's kind of table tennis, okay, or ping pong game, but on your computer, right? So how does it work? There is a ball that bounces around the screen, and you have a paddle that you move to hit the ball back, right? So you use the paddle to control the ball so it doesn't touch the ground. So the goal is to keep the ball from falling off the screen by bouncing it back with your paddle. If the ball hits your paddle, it bounces back. And then if it touches the ground or any obstacle you place under it, it's a game over. You have to start all over again. So for this game, we'll be using a ball. The next sprite we'll be using is a paddle, of course. And the next sprite we'll be using is line. Okay, we will use the line as our obstacle. All right, and then the backdrop we'll be using is chalkboard. Okay, so this game, we're going to create this game to have levels. All right, but for this tutorial, I just add 2 levels to the game, or 3. Okay, let's begin. Now we'll have to go to Scratch and start. So I will delete my sprite because I don't need the default cards for this game. And then we'll go to our sprite library and we'll look for ball. Ball is right here. Let's choose ball. All right, our ball is here. So we'll go back to our sprite library and we'll look for paddle. Let's search for it. Paddle is right here. All right, and the next thing we'll be doing, of course, is to go to our sprite library again and look for line. Okay, here is our line. There you go. Now we're done with our sprites. Here are the 3 sprites to be using. So we'll go to our backdrop area and we'll look for chalkboard. That will be our backdrop. It's right here, so we don't have to search for it. It's here, right? So we'll place this down below. As you can see, it's down below. Place this here. So when our ball starts to bounce, if it touches those red line, to be a game over for us. So, and then our paddle should also be here. Our paddle will be somewhere here, and our ball will remain where it is. Okay, so now we want to write something on our board. So click on your stage area, and you click on backdrop, and then let's convert this to bitmap. Okay, because we want to write here. So click, and then we'll click here, type in pong game. I want to type it capital letter, pong game. Can you see that? Pong game. Enter. Level 1. Level 1. Okay, that's it. Then I'll go to my select. I want to stretch this out. So I'll stretch it out. Pong game level 1. Okay. Let's balance it. Now I want this level 1 to be somewhere here. So I'll pick my text tool, and then I'll press my space bar key to give it some space from the back. I think this is okay. Pong game level 1. That's good. Or you can decide to give some space. Let me see if it's going to be fine. Or just go back. It's okay like this. Let's leave it. Now, I want to change the color of this ball to blue. Okay. I want the level 1 to be blue, or we can make it yellow. Let's make it yellow. Then we're going to change this text to the color of the ball, right? So it will make sense. Okay, so select our text, selected already. All right, let's look for this color. Okay, here's color of the ball. Oh, this is color of the ball. Yeah, this is the color of the ball. Yes, exactly, that's the color of the ball. So this is okay. Level 1 with a yellow ball. So when you see color yellow, you will know that you're playing level 1. So now we'll go back. Let's go to our code area. Okay, and then we'll click on ball. Remember, I say when you want to code for a particular sprite or backdrop, you have to click on the item you want to code for. Okay, so now I just clicked on my ball. Now we'll go on and then we'll code for the ball, right? So the first code we'll be using is to go to your event. Get when green flag is clicked. Okay, we're going to create a variable, right? Because we'll be keeping scores while we play our game, right? So go to your variables, create a variable score. Okay, and then you get set my variable to 0. Drag and drop. Then you click on your drop down and change it to score. As you can see, the next block we'll be using is motion. Go to your motions, and then you get point in direction of, we want it to point towards a certain direction. Y is bouncing around, right? We want it to point towards this direction. We don't want it to be up, down, left or right, as we normally do. So now we get this. We want it to be at 45, but this is a minus 45. We don't want a minus 45. We need that's it. We need a negative 45 for this. Okay, so it will be bouncing up towards all angles. So another thing we'll be getting now is our forever loop. Okay, to make our ball bounce forever, and then you go to your motions and get move 10 steps. Get your move 10 steps and you place it inside your forever loop. Okay, the next block we'll be using is if on edge bounce. So you go to your motion still and you scroll down. Here's our if on edge bounce. Okay. And then you click on the green flag to see. Okay, so this is how we want it to be bouncing, right? So when it's bouncing like this, when it's about to touch the bottom of your stage, you will use your paddle to hit it back. Okay, you won't let it pass your paddle, because once it passes this paddle, it will touch the red line, right? And we don't want it to come in contact with the red line, right? So now Let's do something. Click on your red button. Now we want to code for our paddle. It's time to code for our paddle. We want our paddle to go to the mouse pointer. We want it to be going towards right and left, right and left. And for this, we don't want to use our arrow key. We want to use our mouse pointer. So to do that, we go to, make sure you click on your paddle before you start coding. Go to events. When green flag is clicked, forever, go to motions, set X, set X to mouse pointer, mouse X. That's what you see. So I think it's in our sensing. Let's go there and look for it. Okay, we have mouse X and we have mouse Y. So when you set your mouse to X, it's going to be moving from right to left, right to left. And when you set it to Y, it's going to be moving up and down, up and down. Okay, so we want it to move right and left to control our paddle, right? So you get your mouse X and you place it exactly where I'm placing mine. Okay, and now let's see. Click on the green flag. You see, our paddle is moving. Wherever our mouse goes to towards the X coordinate axis, it moves together with it. Can you see that? So now I will click on the red button to stop. So we continue. Okay, now let's go and code for our red line. Click on your red line. Let's code. For the red line, go to your events. It's when green flag is clicked. Forever. Get your forever loop. Drag and drop it here. Forever. Get your if then loop. Drop it inside your forever loop. Right? If then touching ball. If then touching ball. So let's get it. Sensing, right? If then touching ball. Click on your then set it to touching ball, just as I've done that. Now we need to add something here. We are going to add a stop all block here. So you go to your controls and look for stop all. Okay, so whenever your ball touches the red line, it's going to stop the game. You see, you just stop the game. You see, just stop the game. So we need to go and code for our ball, right? So it can work in line with the paddle. You see, nothing is happening yet. Nothing is happening yet. So we'll go back to our ball. Click on your ball. Let's add some codes. Okay, so for the ball, okay, let's place it here. Go to your events. When green flag is clicked, drag and drop it here. Switch costume. Switch costume to ball A. Ball A. And then get your forever. And then you get your if then loop. Place it inside your forever loop. So if then touching the paddle, go to your sensing. If then touching the paddle, then turn to the right. Go to your operators. Get pick random. This it here. Pick random 170 to 190. 170 to 190. Let's see. Game over. You see? It's moving perfectly well, right? So now, we'll add our move 15 steps to make it bounce faster, right? To make it move faster, move. I'm going to change these 10 steps to 15 steps. Right? Let's see. You see that my game is moving on smoothly. Alright, so then it's going to change our score. Go to your controls, your variables. Okay, change my score by 1. Change this my variable to score. Make sure you're doing that, and then this is it. Let's see if it's going to add score to us. You see? See, it added the score to me. You see that this game is quite interesting. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do now is to add levels to it. Remember I said you want to add levels to it, right? So click on your chalkboard. So now we have to create a backdrop for our level 2. Okay, and then I just duplicated, right? So we'll go on and make some changes. So to make these changes, whoa, Ctrl Z is not working. Okay, so now I have to delete. Let's go on delete, and you pick your text. We want to write something. Same thing we wrote on our level 1, but now it's going to be level 2. Pong game level 2. Alright, so let's type Pong game, enter, level 2. You see that? Level 2. Okay. Alright, that's it. So now you choose your select, click on your select tool, and then let's stretch it out, okay, to give it a better look on the chalkboard, just like this. Now we want to change the color of this. Our level 1 is a yellow color, so our level 2 should be let's say green color or purple. Okay, let's use purple. So now we look for purple color. Okay, I think our ball also have a purple costume, so that will make it better. Okay, I think this is okay. Now for our level 2, then we'll go back to our code. But before that, then let's click on our ball. So we'll change the color to purple too. Or is ball C, right? So we don't have to change the color. Let's go back to our code. Okay, here's our code area. So now switch costume to ball A. Right, and then switch backdrop to, click on your looks, get your switch backdrop. Okay. When green flag is clicked, switch backdrop to chalkboard. That's the name of the first one. Okay, so when we start our level 1, when we start our game, it will start with the level 1, right? So now let's code for level 2. For level 2, when green flag is clicked, wait until our score is greater than 10. Okay, so once you get up to 10 scores, it's going to switch your game to level 2. Okay, so go to operators and get your greater than block. Oh, this is the first time we're using the greater than block. We've been using equals to and less than block, right? When our score is greater than 10, so we have to get our score block and attach it here. Go to your variables, look for score, drag the drop it here. Okay, you see, wait until score is greater than 10, then switch backdrop to chalkboard 2. Is already there, so we don't have to chalkboard 2, and then switch our costume for us. So let's go and look for the costume that have the purple ball. That's the ball C. Switch it to ball C. You see, so let's play and see if I can get up to 10. If I can get up to 10. Okay, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6. Oh no, so let's start afresh. That's 1, 2, 3, that's a narrow escape. 4, 5. Oh no, again. Let's do it again. One. Then you see, we got to 11 and then it switched to the purple color. You see, just the way we programmed it to be. Okay, so you can also choose to add more levels to it, right? Let's get it to level 3. We are still going to use the same method we used, not difficult. So to get it to level 3, we'll also go to our stage backdrop area. Click on it and then you choose backdrop tab here. And we're going to duplicate. And then change the right up. Change this right up to 3, level 3. And then we want to change the color. We have a green ball, right? So let's change it to green. We have a green ball. Let's change it to green. Okay, this is it. So go back to our code. You see? So now click on your ball. Let's add more features. So for this, I'm going to duplicate this particular one. And I'll place it right here. Now I want to scroll. I want to scroll up. So I just duplicated. So now if score is greater than 20, switch to backdrop 3. That's chalkboard 3. And then the ball, let's go and look for our costume that have the green color. Okay, the green color is ball D. So let's go back and then switch to ball D. Oh, I It was difficult to me to get a 10 point. So I don't know if I start playing this now, I don't know if I'll be able to get a 20 point to show you how it's going to switch colors, right? Let's try. If it doesn't work, you have to create your game and start playing it by yourself. I'm not so good with the phone game. And I know you enjoy playing it. It's fun, right? It's fun. Let's see. You just switch to level 2. Let's see if we get it to level 3. Let's try. Let's try. Maybe we can get it. Never can tell, right? Never can tell. Okay, we did that. You see, we got a score of over 20 and then it switched to the green color, which is the level 3. So you can keep adding levels to your game like this. Okay, you just duplicate, make your changes. You can choose different backdrop. It mustn't be this one that I used. I choose to use a particular backdrop and then just to change the writings. Okay, you can choose different backdrops to get what you want as well. All right. So that is it for today's class. Okay, see you in our next class. Bye for now.